Got a platform. Do you want to do interview about why you guys are here?
What's your platform?
Bernard's agency. It's I have a media agency.
Okay, so we're here because it's Earth Day demo. Or there are groups here organizing, asking for better financing of public transit, especially because we have a lack of infrastructure, lack of services, and it's part of the Earth Day movement. So people are asking government to be much more serious about climate change in terms of emission reduction and transition that we need to do for workers or society in order to get a better life condition.
So would you say right now that it's very privatized and that's why the prices are higher?
No, it's because there's a lack of financing, public support for the actual development of public transit, but also for the actual services in order to keep them running as they should be running. So the idea is to invest much more and develop it as a top priority for Quebec, where Quebec, like the bulk of greenhouse gases emission comes from transportation in Quebec. So we need to have much better. It's the number one solution that we need to put in place, but there's lack of financing, especially from the federal government. Should finance much more the provinces and Quebec in order to deploy what needs to be deployed in facing the climate crisis.
And so would you say the issue is more about the emissions or the current prices or both?
It's both. They go both. Like if the government, since the governments are not financing enough, we don't have proper infrastructure, so people are not as interested as they should be in public transit. So the price needs to be higher. It's like the more people you have, like the better the services you can offer. So it goes both ways, I would say.
Is the problem more in Montreal area or Quebec in general?
It's in Quebec in general. Like obviously in cities in Quebec, they all need much more financing, but you also have what we call intercity public transit, which is just declining at the moment, while we should improve it in order to be less hostages of private cars.
Okay, and because you want to get the price down, but you also want to reduce emissions, wouldn't that be a bit counterintuitive because it requires funding, but at the same time, the price will go up?
Well, it's like for roads. Roads are subsidized by the government, and in order to get cars out of the road to reduce the traffic, you need to invest properly in public transit. And by doing this, you get a better life quality for people. They are losing less time being stuck in congestion, and obviously it's good for climate change, it's good for health in general because of air pollution. So it's a plus. You should see it as an investment instead of spending money for nothing. And there are lots of money available. Federal government is still subsidizing fossil fuel companies at the level of $30 billion last year, $75 billion in the last 5 years. That money should be